What's up? Check this out. Got a bunch of firewood sitting around, you don't know what to do with? Do this. It's pretty easy. What's up, guys? Welcome to Everyday Builds. I'm Josh, and today we're going to build a super simple firewood stacker. What is that? What is it? It's a place to put your firewood outside so it doesn't get covered in snow. You can already see it's already snowed here. I'm a little behind, but we'll be okay. So super simple. All you need, some cinder blocks, 2x2s. These are treated. I got these for free from a job I was working on, and they just ordered too many. Use them for pickets on a deck. You can see this one's pretty bowed, so you can usually get these pretty discounted at your lumber yard, just because they don't hold up well. They always seem to warp or bow or just not be straight anymore. Anyways, we're just gonna use 4 cinder blocks, drill, an impact driver, some screws, and a skill saw and a tape measure. You don't even need a pencil. You can just cut this stuff pretty loose. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to lay the cinder blocks out, make sure they're spaced evenly, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now that we've got that laid out, we're just going to lay these 2x2s on top. I've already gone ahead and cut these to length. Okay, so these typically come in 8-foot sections. That's what these are, at least. And so I just cut 2 of them down. They're going to go on the ends just like so. Just keep the firewood from falling off the edge. Since these are really thin, we're going to need to pre-drill it so we don't split it. So I'm going to pre-drill the holes on both of these. I'm just going to hold it in place, drill it right there, and then go ahead and screw it together. With just a little bit overhanging the edge here. The idea being, I'm putting these on the outside so that as the wood pushes against it, they'll be held by this screw here, but then they'll also have all this cinder block with the weight on it, keeping it from tipping backwards. So it'll help hold it in place without needing much support. Okay, these don't have to be perfect. So basically, I'm just gonna hold it in place. Drill that in. I'm left with a small hole that tells me where I need to drill. Okay, I'm using 3-inch screws. I'm just gonna go ahead and start it here. And I push it a little bit through, and the reason for that is so that I can just hold this up in the air, get it lined up, so that I know my screw hole is going to hit, and then I can go ahead and screw it in the rest of the way. Okay, and then you're going to be left with something like this. You can see as it goes, it'll push against that cinder block. So we're going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I'm going to put a brace across to hold all 3 of these. Okay, so we've got that part done. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and then we'll attach the middle. Okay, so we've got both ends lined up. Now I'm gonna start screwing these 2 pieces together in the middle here. Check and make sure that my ends are in the proper place, and then I'm gonna start with the one in the back. That way I can just move these out of the way. Start here, and then I'll put 2 screws in each, and then we'll put the braces on. Alright, then I'm just going to repeat it for the next 2. Okay, next step, just cut you a piece. Doesn't have to be perfect. Make sure these are lined up with the outside of your block. We're just going to screw it on. We're going to pre-drill it just like we did before, and we'll screw it into each one of these. Because I'm feeling lazy, I'm going to see if I can just drill it in without cracking it, and let's see what happens. You may have to back the screws out just a little bit, just because they might be hitting the cinder block underneath. And these are really just a brace, so they don't have to be super tight. It's just to keep this whole thing from really falling apart. There we go. And that's our basic setup. We're gonna attach another one on top. This one I'm just gonna drill straight down. Just gonna eyeball it, make it look square. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just holding up firewood. We're not building a new desk. Alright, looks good to me. I'm can go ahead and do the other end. I'll show you what it looks like. Just like that, it's done. Super simple. I added this little piece in the end here. This is where I'm going to keep my kindling, so obviously it doesn't need to be anywhere near as big. So just made a small box. Same premise, throw everything in there, and then yeah, you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and move the firewood, and yeah, that was it. Super simple to build. I'll probably put a tarp over this, but it's south facing, so we'll see. It gets a lot of sun, but yeah, super simple. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments. If you build it, let me know. Let me know how it goes. That was it. Check it out. Wow, it's so amazing. I can't even look at it.